Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Mouthful. I'm Ashay. Des, Jen, y'all want to introduce yourselves?
They know who I'm at. We do this every week.
Okay.
Hey y'all again.
I thought it would be nice. But anyways,
Jen, you're mute.
well, y'all probably missed us last Wednesday, but we are back. We have a lot of great things to talk about with y'all. Please follow the Taste of the Culture and subscribe to the Taste of the Culture. Use our code Mouthful for 20% off. And we just want to say congratulations to our co-host Star. Baby Hamilton has arrived. So we cannot wait to meet him. So congratulations again, Star. So how are y'all today? Jen, you're on
Mm-mm,
mute.
you mute, baby.
Yeah, you're on mute, girl.
My bad. Hey, y'all. Hey.
Well, welcome. Thank you so much for joining
Right.
us.
So we missed all of that. So what did you say?
Oh, nothing. I'm good. How are y'all? I'm straight. How was you guys this weekend?
It's just getting started.
Okay, cool.
I'm just ready to eat.
Okay.
Y'all not gonna believe what I did yesterday, y'all. I ate two hamburgers last night, y'all. We were celebrating a friend. Shout out to Rich Fontaine for reaching 100,000 followers. Keep doing what you're doing, my nigga. But we were at a celebration and somebody was on the grill and I ate two hamburgers last night. And it's not sitting real well in my spirit. It's not.
Mm,
Yeah.
well, okay. It's not much you can do about it now. You ate them. They've been digested at this point.
Right.
What is wrong with y'all?
I am so sorry. Is this a blooper
That was
thing?
so
What's going on?
that was hilarious.
Y'all
Sorry.
need to get y'all
Probably a little
lives
funny than
together.
it was supposed to be.
So this week we do not have a special guest, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we'll just, go ahead and get into the topic.
Let's go
Um,
ahead and do that.
let's do that.
So today's topic is we're going to talk about accountability. And do you think that we hold ourselves accountable for like when we do wrong? Because I know it took me a while to get there, but I'm perfectly capable of saying, like, even if I don't feel like I did wrong, I'll be like, I acknowledge that my actions made you feel away, right? So I do apologize for making you feel away based
Yeah.
off of my actions. And I feel like I'm perfectly capable of doing that, but not many people are.
Right. I think
Yeah, I think a lot of people are afraid of accountability, to be honest, because being held accountable, nobody wants to be told that they're wrong, especially if you're a millennial and everything you do is right. Like, we're right all the time. I know I'm right all the time. So just accountability, just a lot of people don't want to be told that they're wrong, and that's okay. But I do like to hold myself accountable in my actions. And I also very strongly hold others accountable for their actions as well, because you're not about to play in my face. Sorry. And that's
another
just that
thing
on
with
that.
yeah, another thing with accountability, just like you said, it takes a lot of time, a lot of soul searching, a lot of digging deep inside yourself, and kind of realizing, okay, there's always room for growth. I cannot be right about every damn thing. Let me listen to what the hell these people, are telling me, because especially if more than one person is telling you the same thing, they're probably right, and you may need to take heed to,
Right.
you know, what these people are telling you. So me, just like you did, it took me a while to hold myself accountable. It took me some time to say, okay, you know what? Okay, I players messed up. My bad. I apologize. I know what I did was wrong. So this
Players fuck
time, so
Players,
players fuck up.
up.
So next time I will do it differently. And next time, I will um listen to or do the things differently that you said, or what you showed me. Again, there's always room for growth. Always. So every day you should be learning. I mean, not necessarily, quote unquote, but you can learn something new every day. Um, Listen and learn
And I think
sometimes and shut the hell up.
what yeah, and I think with accountability, it takes a lot for a person to really accept their truth. Like, so for a person to be able to hold themselves accountable, they have to realize that they
They're
aren't
wrong.
perfect. Because I feel like a lot of people in general, I feel like it's just human nature. We all have a perception of the way other people see us, right? So it's like we put on this facade to really present ourselves in a certain way, and there's a lot of people that can see through the BS. So it's like we have to then turn around and understand and acknowledge that we aren't everything that we portray ourselves to be all the time. And it's hard for people to accept their truth and really be okay with it, to reach a point to where they can really grow. You know what I mean? And it's like that's why I don't deal with people. I'm not a people person.
You definitely deal with people. You deal with me.
Well, that's all that we have for this show today, because that just proves everything that we just talked about. I'd rather not deal with you. I'm playing. I love you, and I love Jen too. Sometimes when she brush her
Okay.
teeth.
So do you
So go ahead.
so when holding how do y'all hold people accountable necessarily? Like do y'all confront them? Like how do you approach accountability in a sense to where it isn't like I told you so? Or
You
just
said, how do we hold people accountable?
yeah, how do y'all hold people accountable?
I accept people for who they are, at that moment in time. Again, I do mention the things that I feel could be better or could be changed, and it's up to them at that point
To
to,
receive it
yeah,
and put
it's
it
it's
into
up to them
action.
at that point to say, oh, okay, okay, well, I heard what you're saying, I'll try to do this, or I won't do this, or I will do this.
Yeah.
And if they don't receive my information clearly, I keep it moving. I don't have the time. I at this point in life, I don't have the time. So
Like,
that's it
so
though.
give me like an example, Jen, and when
Yeah.
you had to hold someone accountable and like their response to
Um, I don't even deal with nobody right now. I don't deal
that.
with nobody. So,
Period. Like in any
I will
situation.
say, okay, so I have children, you know what I'm saying? And the 12-year-old, he's well aware of, the things that he does. Um, so let's just, you know what? I'm not gonna embarrass my son like that. There are some things that there are some things that I tell him to do, and there will be consequences. If you're, for instance, okay, the game. Hey, if you don't do your homework, or if you're not doing well in school, the game will be taken away. So when you get these bad grades and I take this game away, you're upset. Why? Why are you upset? Because you know the information. I told you what to do. You need to hold yourself accountable. You have no one to be mad at but yourself. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at yourself because you know exactly, you comprehend very well. You're a very smart person. You know how, you know exactly what I said, and I said what the hell I said, and I meant what I said. So you should have applied what I said to your studies, and you didn't. So you don't have the damn game. Period.
And that's just that on there.
Period.
Because I think accountability is a huge thing in parenting, period. Like the parents to the child, and then also the parents to each other. Like there's a lot of situations I feel like parents have to deal with, and holding each other accountable as far as how to parent their children, how to discipline their children, and everything else. So I feel like accountability it's so broad and it can be applied in so many different situations. Well,
Hey,
hello,
Parker.
Parker.
Hey, Parker.
I'm
Parker
just
wanted
trying
to
to
be our
ignore
camera
him and
today.
hopefully he goes away.
So,
Um,
what about like cancel culture? Like, is that holding someone accountable by just canceling them, or like when is it necessary to cancel somebody?
it is necessary to cancel someone when they are just completely out of line for a statement or a belief or an action that is inappropriate. Um, Sometimes when you're in that public eye, and see, and that's why Beyonce don't never say nothing. I know why she don't never say nothing now.
Because a
Like
wise
she,
man once said
I
nothing
don't
at all.
even. You said what?
A wise man once said nothing at all. Like, don't say nothing. Just don't. If you
It's
don't say
well,
nothing,
I
nobody gonna say.
you can't you can't have a celebrity to just be totally quiet. You know, the ones that are really in the public eye, like they just can't completely be quiet. Like, you know, they have
You don't
voice
have to
because people.
respond necessarily. Like, because I feel like that's what gets you canceled is your response to just different things. Like, don't you? So, for example, like something happened. Okay, cool, whatever. Apologize or shut up. Like if you're not going to apologize for what you said, don't try to like defend your actions or defend whatever because you wanted to like you just shut up. Just don't say nothing. Like let it ride out and like the media will calm down. But I feel like a lot of people get canceled because they come back and they rah 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 rah. And we didn't even ask for all that. Like had you have been quiet, people wouldn't constantly have to say something
I
about
think a lot of people have been canceled for things that they've said in their past, like when they were younger and did not have, or just speaking out loud, just like I do on Twitter. Lord, baby, when I become famous, I'm deleting my Twitter because I be canceled first, fresh first day out on the red carpet. I will be canceled. So I just think, yeah, again, like cancel culture, a lot of people have been canceled for things that they've said in the past.
yeah,
The ones now, and my thing is, if we're just talking about celebrities, I don't think most of them have ill intentions. I don't believe that they say these things to be canceled. I think they're just speaking their mind at the moment. You have to understand, like, everybody is different. The way their delivery just could have been wrong. Um, and I think we may need to ease up on the cancel culture. Now, the reason
Well,
why.
here's the thing though,
Mhm.
which I get it. Like, you can
yeah.
say and do anything in the moment, right? And
Get-
what you say or do may be ignorant and it may offend a certain group of people. And however, that's where the accountability comes in and say, hey, I lack the knowledge, I didn't understand, I didn't realize
Right.
that
Yeah,
what
that's
my actions would affect so many people, right? So the canceling comes when you choose not to take the accountability.
but then
And
the thing is, when and I've seen it a lot of times, when they do take the accountability, people are like, "Oh, they just apologizing, so we can shut the, so we can shut up." And it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. So I'm just like,
because a lot of times we get these celebrities, right, that have a team of people behind them that kind of coerce them to be held accountable for it. And then so they put out this politically correct statement
right.
and it doesn't seem genuine. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not the fact that they don't really take them hold themselves accountable. It's because of the fact that they chose to get their PR person to put out a response instead
Right,
of
right.
them
Instead of just
going
making a
forward and
video
doing
like,
it.
damn,
Exactly.
I messed up.
because just shut up. Like at the end of
Something.
the day, all you got to do is shut up and let your PR team handle it, and people will not hate.
But what he's saying is your PR team makes this cookie cut perfect statement and it doesn't seem genuine. And see, that's what I mean. I don't like that. I mean, sometimes it's
I
just
would
like,
hate
okay,
it though.
you
Like
only said that. No, it's like you only said that because someone told you to say it that way instead of, just putting it in your own words. Um, and apologizing in your own words. Don't like you reaching from the back for help when all you gotta do is say, "Hey, man, hey, I'm sorry. I wasn't knowledgeable, on this topic. My bad." And you can really say,
Right.
you can literally say that. And I'm like,
Right.
okay, cool. Not, I come to you today. You know what I'm saying?
as
Like,
as humbly
I
as I know how. Like
right.
we don't
like I
need
don't
all
want
of
to hear
that.
all that. I don't
I
want to
think
hear all that.
I think a lot of people we just need to accept a lot of people and a lot of artists for who they are. And we know we're never going to get that from certain people. So that's why I'm saying shut up. Just make music and that's it. Like that's all you have to do. And we will not have to go through this big, long, you about to get canceled and fired from all these music festivals, the baby, because it didn't even have to be all of this had you had said what you said, but you did, and now you have to release a PR statement to protect yourself. And we already know that's not what he mean. We know he don't care because he said what he said, and he's that type of person that he be in your face with it. So, like, I just want him to just from now on, if this is the career path that he's choosing, if he want my money or if he want anybody else's money, just shut up.
Shut up, huh?
Just shut up. Like just
Baby, you heard it here from Mouthful
shut
TV,
up.
from Ashe. Shut up.
Shut
Okay.
up.
Shut up, please.
And
All
educate
right.
yourself, dummy. Like we already know he ain't got no substance though. So I mean, we've been
I
hearing
know
the
you
same
be beating
songs
me.
from him for the
You be
last
beating
two
people up with
years.
them.
I'm tired. But
You're right. But I
we're
just
not
don't
gonna hold him
understand.
accountable.
Say that again.
We're gonna hold him accountable for his words and his actions.
Definitely hold him. I just, yeah, I feel like it was unnecessary what he said. Um, I think he just may have wanted to be seen. I really don't want to waste too much time on the baby. I mean,
Yeah.
we know what he did. Yeah. So,
But I
um,
feel like it's just a prime example of us as a people holding him accountable for his actions and the things that he said, and him choosing not to take accountability of himself to really address the people properly. Because if you really look back on it, like the actions of what you did, where you did it, and how you did it, right, you were so bold to make this statement on the platform that you did. But your response to that, once we hold you accountable for what you said, you chose not to really take accountability by putting out this little BS statement.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a few words on a caption of something. You know what I mean? As opposed to getting on another platform as big as the one you made the initial statement and holding yourself accountable for it. And that's when you get canceled. I'm perfectly fine with canceling person. I'm not a rap fan, honestly. Like it's good to hear when I'm out enjoying my night and I dance a little bit, but I've
I like
never gotten
him.
in the car and I've never gotten in the car and said, "Oh, I want to hear this the baby song." I've never done that,
True.
and I
That is facts for real. That's facts. He's last on the list. Like it has to be Meg in order for it to be him. Or it has to be somebody else in order for it to be him. I've never just went gun ho for the baby, but let's cancel him. Let's cancel R. Kelly too. Like I feel like certain artists do a lot of things that deserve to be canceled, and we're still not canceling them. And I have a problem with that because why is R. Kelly still being played at the club today? Because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk about it. Cancel him. If cancel culture is really real, why are we still listening to R. Kelly?
and that's the thing. Like, how could we possibly completely cancel a person? Like, first of
Don't
all,
listen
are we
to him.
even too quick? Like, do we jump the gun when it comes to canceling or wanting to cancel somebody? Like, do you think that we do that too quickly? We can't hear
No,
you again.
no,
yes, I think we are too quick to cancel people. My opinion, because I think we have all said some messed up things. I think we have all sometimes not been in the right mind and had, different thoughts from other people. And do you want somebody just completely shutting you off for making an honest mistake. Let's be real, an honest mistake. We're not talking about R. Kelly. We're not talking about somebody who was we know what he did.
Yeah.
That is definitely grounds for cancellation. But I think we have all made mistakes. I think we have all said something uh in our life to make people say, now what the hell? What? You don't want to be canceled for something that you said previously that you've grown from. No, I think we do cancel people a little too quickly.
I think it just depends on the context of the what the hell did you say and what
Right,
the F did you say? Because
right.
how I respond to that is how I move towards you as a person, just even outside of celebrities. Like, if like I really cancel people in real life. Like, you ain't gonna get no more of me, and that's it. Like, because you crossed the line here, you crossed my boundary. You said something, you did something, like just anything. Like, but I again hold people accountable. I would say so. A lot of men don't be holding their friends accountable. I can say that. I'm just gonna say, as particular situation that happens commonly in the male community, the Black man community, is that a lot of these dudes' friends be moving grimy and be doing some dirty things to women that they know their friends shouldn't be doing. And I think the problem that I have with dudes are they don't hold their friends accountable in that aspect. Because if you know your friend is out here doing X, Y, and Z, why are you still friends with him? Why are you talking about him behind his back? Or why are you,
I mean, you can do
not
the same for
addressing
I'm
women
about to
too.
say I don't. I was about to say I don't think we can limit that to men though,
It can
because
be the
women
same
do
for
the
women too.
same
We do.
thing.
We
Like
scandalous
there's a
too.
group of females knowing that one of her friends is getting serious with the guy, and she hyping her up at the club to go get this dude to buy her drinks. Like it happens on both ends. It's not just limited to
Yeah, it's
men.
not
You
just
can't do
men.
that.
It's women. I mean, it's women as well. So we can't just kind of box them in that category alone.
But
Because
I think that it's like I guess for men, I'm saying like a lot of men be doing some stuff to girls.
we
They
do too,
friends.
Shay.
Women
No,
do
but
it to
like
men too. You cannot sit here
I
and say
no, like to the
maybe not
level
you
that
in
men be
particular,
moving.
or maybe not your group of friends, but I have definitely seen
No, not like
this.
okay. So women do be moving shady, you know. Rob these dudes, take them for what they got, whatever. Like I'm all for it because some men
Hello.
deserve to be some men for real, y'all. These
Like, let's just
I'm serious.
accept the money that the men give us. Let's not take them for what they have. Let's
But
not.
I'm not limited into money. I'm like
No, like anything. Let's accept, what they look at this, be like, what they, yeah, that we can't, we can't do that. We cannot take a man, for all he has. Now, if he's willing to give us, like, accept those gifts. Let's not rob and drug men. Okay. Um, let's not be scandalous bitches. Let's not do that.
Yeah, that's
Let's
not a
not do
good look.
that.
Let's
that
not
kind of
do that.
girl, but I think that men should definitely hold themselves accountable and their friends accountable because there's been several occasions
Oh,
where they
and women should too. We should all,
we
as
should
humans,
we
hold
should
ourselves accountable. And I do feel like there is a responsibility if you do have a friend or whoever you're dealing with in life, period. If you do not agree with something, or if there's something that offends you, or something that makes you feel away, period. Like you
Mhm.
should be perfectly okay with approaching this person and saying your actions made me feel away, and allow them to hold themselves accountable. And if you don't, then canceled. Like
period
canceling is not limited to celebrities, baby. I will cancel
in real
my
life.
dog. I will cancel my dog if she needs to be canceled. So it's like it's very important that we all, as a people, Miracle will get canceled. Okay, um, I I feel like it's important that we all
Did you say
grow in the
Miracle will get canceled?
Miracle. My dog's name is Miracle.
I was
Um,
about to say, well, I guess we won't be seeing Desmond on the show next.
On the
Stay
next
tuned.
episode.
Stay tuned.
but yeah, like I say, it's a lot of work for people to choose to hold themselves accountable. And naturally, like I feel like everybody needs to do their work and grow enough and be mature enough to really say, like, okay, my bad.
Right.
And it will the world will be a better place.
So,
So let's get
let's
into this word of mouth, y'all. Let's
please
get
let's get into it. I was just about to
it.
say that. Okay, so there is a guy named Rico Hondo. I was just looking it up. Who and I've heard this question so much on social media. What do women bring to the table? I'm tired of it. It's you want to sit here and ask, what do we need y'all for?
Period.
You need us. We need you. And I'm so sick of the battle of the sexes in this generation. It's like, don't get me wrong. Me personally, I don't want to have a relationship from back, not even in the early 90s. I don't want a relationship from back in the day. I don't want that. I want to, because a lot of relationships back in the day were built off of like survival. Um, I'm my own individual person, and I would like for my man to be his own individual person. I would like for us to come together and build something. That's what we need each other for, to continue to build, to continue to know each other and grow every day, to continue to, try to be a different person every day, to procreate, my nigga, to show, to build a new generation up with different values from the ones that we've learned. Yes, we do need each other. You need me. When you come home, you need my warm embrace. You need to see, you know what I'm saying? You want to come into a home filled with love and good energy. And I'm not cooking. I mean, I will, but that I'm not.
You can't.
We can
That's
talk
fine.
about that.
But
But we do, you know what I'm saying? And I need you as well. When you come home, I can't wait to see you and, ask you about your day and really listen to you and kind of implement, what I think you can do differently. Like, people just don't understand. Like, we do need each other, men and women. We need each other for survival. I don't like toys. I like
Okay.
warm meats.
okay.
I'm just saying, I need a warm body next to me whenever, I do, um, start that journey of a relationship. Like, I don't understand why people feel like, and it's no disrespect, if that's just what you like, that's what you like. But in my opinion, I feel like men and women need each other, or whoever you decide to love. Like,
I think we
we
should
need each other.
replace. I think we should replace need for want. Because I feel like need is a very, very. It's a bold
It's
word.
it's a very bold word, but when you're at a point in life to where I'm not saying I here's the thing. I don't need if okay, if we're gonna if I'm correct me if I'm wrong, you're saying no, I didn't when I say like I crave that. I crave someone else. I crave a different type of attention. I don't need a nigga for shit. Let's be clear. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't, and it's like financially that type thing, like material things. No, I don't need a nigga for that. Or a man. My apologies. I don't need a man for that. But I do need to when I'm ready to be in that space. Yes, I do need to talk to him. My significant other every day. Um, especially if we just built something. Yes, I do need that, and I don't think that I sound needy or I just feel like it's just proper at that moment in time. Like, and I know what you're saying. Like, I'm not saying, oh, I'm not chasing after anybody, even if I need you. I'm not chasing after you. You know what I'm saying? But I do want you here. I do need you here, but I'm not chasing. I think that's
Right.
what you mean.
And I
I'm
think
not
that's what I'm
chasing
And
saying.
I
Like
anybody.
and I
my
think
level,
everyone's and my
of
thing is everyone's needs are different. So
Right.
what one person may need from their partner or whoever they're dealing with is going to be different than the next person. And so I think these types of conversations where like we have people that get on to these shows or whatever the case may be, these conversations that are blanket statements and people react to them because it's not their perception of what they see for their relationships.
Right.
And my thing is like it's perfectly okay for him to say everything that he said, right? Because there's going to be a female out there that understands where he coming from. That may not be you, Jen. That may not be you, Shay. And it may not be me, but there's a person out there for him that agrees and understands
Right.
his points of view. And my
Right.
thing is,
Go find what you
like
want.
Jen said, we don't necessarily need anyone or
Right.
anything from
Exactly.
anybody. And however, we do have these natural desires and natural feelings that we or things that we need fulfilled in life that can only come from having a particular type of a relationship. Now, whatever you guys decide in your relationship, what you need from each other, right, is between you and that person.
Right.
But I don't think we necessarily need a partner to do anything. Like, because I think one thing that he
We
said
should
was
replace
like, I don't
want.
need you to, because the gender role of the woman's supposed to cook, clean, and all of that, and he's simply, in my opinion, was simply saying that I don't need you to fulfill this gender role of somebody that is supposed to cook for me or to clean for me, and correct me if I'm mishearing him or misinterpreting what I heard, right? Because he was like, I don't need you to clean for me. I can hire a maid.
He was basically saying we're only good for sex.
And that's my problem
I
with him.
didn't get that.
Like,
I did not.
like
I
That's what
received
he
something
said.
totally. I mean, but
That's
I
what he
maybe I
said.
didn't hear him say that.
That's what he
But
said. We're
I
only
think
good
what
for
he was
sex.
trying to communicate, he just didn't communicate it properly.
nah,
No,
no.
I definitely got that we are only like we're only good for sex. Like literally, that's all we're good for.
Because in technique, which
That's
would
what
be
he said.
if that's what he said, then to me the whole conversation is contradictory because you're saying you don't need a woman to cook, you can order DoorDash, you don't need a woman to
I mean,
clean, you can hire a maid, you don't need a woman for
I
sex either because you
get,
got two hands. So I'm like,
Mm,
I get it. I get what he's saying. I understand what he's saying. I honestly feel the same way as a woman. Because what more can you offer me that one I cannot do for myself? So I'm gonna need you to bring some substance to the table, baby. Like, can we make money together? Can we build together? Can we grow together? Can we become better people together? It's like, what more can you bring to me that I'm not already bringing to the table?
okay,
So
so let me ask you this.
I can pay my bills, baby. I'm
Do
good.
but okay, so outside of that, so let's say y'all living together, y'all been together for a while, right? The trash can get full. You gonna let it sit there and be full because you expect him to take it out? Yes or no?
No, because that's not an expectation to me. If like anybody, I would expect for anybody to see the trash, no matter if you're a male or female. If you see the trash is full, dummy, take it out. Like that's common sense. Like that's not a gender role. That's common sense. Why would you sit there and wait for the trash
as if we were by
to
ourselves.
be?
I mean, I have to. Well, no, I don't take out trash. My son does. No, just because that's his chore. But I mean,
I mean,
if I was
we
by
both are
myself,
kids,
yes, I.
yeah,
So no, it's not a.
So you
but
would once Parker reaches a certain age, like would that particular chore be split up between Parker
Yeah,
and Cash?
yeah, because she's gonna have to live on her own. You will, you know, it may be a time where she does live on her own and she'll have to take
right,
out
at
the
some point,
trash.
as a woman, you're gonna have
Yes,
to take out the trash.
yeah, mm-hmm,
That's
for
common sense.
sure.
Mm,
That's something that's not a gender role for me. Like
I don't
I
believe
grew up in
that.
a household
I
where there
mean,
was very
and that
little
was just
men,
one
like
that came
one
to my
man.
mind because I
Yeah.
feel like a
Of
lot
course,
of,
Yeah,
yes,
and
chores will be split once, yes, once she gets a certain age, because she has to learn how to do these things, because she is going to become a grown woman, and possibly live by herself. So yes, I would love for her to know how to take out the trash. Yeah, it's
right.
gonna be split. Hmm.
we were raised like no chore is too big or too small for any gender. That's how I was raised. So
Right. And you grew up with a
we
single
get it
mom,
all.
right? So she,
Yeah.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's like that's why I'm like common sense. Like, what? Why are you gonna sit there? But I get what you're saying, Desmond. Also, I just think that like I feel like my expectations when it comes to like what I'm expecting a man to be able to provide for me as my man, it's a lot deeper than like taking out the trash or washing the dishes. But some chores I personally do not like to do. Laundry. So my husband's gonna have to like to do laundry because I don't like to do it and
Mm.
dishes. Like, but I'll do anything else.
I hate
But
laundry too. But
yeah,
like I
that's a
said,
it's a
Oh,
no for
same.
I think
I
we
do
should
not like doing laundry.
I mean, we can alternate. We can do that.
I
See,
don't
and
want to.
that's the thing. It's all about compromise and making what works for the two of
I
you,
think that is so
like
sexy.
figuring that out.
I think that is
Right.
a
If that
motherfucking
man,
sexy
if he want,
together.
if he
So
wants a maid, hire a maid, baby. Do get a maid, honey. That's what you want. Get it. Do it. Pay for it.
yeah,
She's your maid.
yeah,
That's
my husband
fine
is very sick.
because
So yeah, we're gonna have to hire a maid. But I think it is very sexy. I think it is very just mature of just two people to come together and make those decisions together. And it should
yeah,
really work for both of y'all to like really put 100% into what you know what I'm saying, what you guys agreed upon. I love that. That's why it's like as far as relationships, and I have learned so much within these past years. Just like it's all about compromise. It's all about just working together. Yes, we do need each other. Okay, that just kind of brings me back to that. We do need each other for help because we're two different people. We have probably some different values that we can implement into each other's lives. Yes, people need each other. I need y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it's I think your perspective of or Shay, like your perspective of meeting someone is totally different than mine. Because again, like I need y'all in my life. You know, like we've come together for a reason. And yes, like I'm not needy. Do I call you every day? No. Do I act needy? No. But when we come together, it's very much needed. Like when we were together, a few weeks ago, that was very like I needed that. So I just think, you may not necessarily like change your perspective of, what needing someone is. Just kind of think outside, or just kind of try to look at it in a different way, you know?
Absolutely, I agree.
period.
And on that note, we can go ahead and wrap this up for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of Mouthful. Make sure you guys subscribe, leave a comment in the box below, and make sure that you check us out every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. 7 p.m. Okay. And you'll have the opportunity to chat live with us as we all watch this playback on Wednesday, 7 p.m. So you can join the conversation and continue the conversation as well. So make sure you guys join us on YouTube. Also check us
IG.
out on I was get the after show. I wasn't even talking about that. I was talking
My
about the
bad.
live
Holding
chat
myself accountable. My bad.
during the show. See, let me do this. Let me close this thing on now how I do it,
It
okay?
works.
And then so make sure after the show that you join us on Instagram live for the after party, another opportunity for you guys to continue this conversation and join the conversation as well. You can even join the live, talk to us face to face. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, mouthful_TV on Instagram. And also make sure you follow us on all platforms, Twitter, Facebook, all of that. Just do it. And then make sure that you check out tasteoftheculture.com and use the promo code mouthful for 25% off your prescription. So make sure you guys check that out. And we will see you next Wednesday. Peace
Bye.
out.